Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing another day trading analysis on Bitcoin on Chainlink. Today we're going to take a look at the possibility of a Santa rally and what that means for crypto. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin and if we are forming the famous market maker structure on the 1 hour time frame. And we're going to take a look at where the volume candles are residing and where there is liquidity for the market maker to grab. Let's find out. Yeah, so let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. We can see that currently Bitcoin is taking a dive to the downside after a nice quick move to the upside, and we could possibly see a market maker move coming because something like this might be going on, where we have a W bottom, first leg up, first retrace, second leg up, second retrace, and then we had our third and final wave up, and currently we could possibly be forming a double top formation before heading lower and grabbing the liquidity to the downside, which we have drawn out. We have the PVSR tool, we have a green candle here which hasn't been recovered yet, from 16.7k down to 16.4 approximately. We have one at 16.2 and we have a big one at 15,995 down to 15,750, which was formed during the 22nd of November. That is what we have to the downside, and if this move plays out, we could be forming a nice reversal to the downside to grab the liquidity which is present here. But you have to wait for the confirmation. Confirmation is at, I would say, at 16.789. If we break lower and close below 16.789, we could be forming a reversal. I do, however, expect another move to the upside to get this double top formation during this evening, and then we might potentially move to downside tomorrow. And we just have to wait and see. As I told you, I have been building my shorts. I have one last order at exactly 17,500. And it wasn't filled today. We were pretty close. We hit 17,424. So it was roughly $80 away. And that is my last order. And I have my stop loss at 18.3k. If we break 18.3k, I'll be stopped out, of course. But I do, however, think we will recover the volume candles which are present to the upside and at 20.3k. So that is what I'm expecting. I do, however, expect a bit of a reversal before we grab that liquidity to the upside. And I'm looking for this double top formation. I have one order at 17,500. And let's see if it gets filled. However, I'm taking profits at the 15.8k zone. This week we don't have much going on from the Fed. We do have the unemployment claims, which isn't that big of a deal because we had the event last week and it came out higher than expected. So it's not going to move the market this time. However, we have the PPI numbers on Friday. I don't think they're gonna differ so much from the forecast. So this week, news-wise, won't be that massive. So I do not expect a lot of volatility. However, next week looks pretty interesting. We do have Jerome Powell coming out with a statement, and we're gonna see if they're gonna increase the federal funds rate again and how much they're gonna do that. They are expecting a 0.5 interest rate hike, and we'll see how the Fed will decide that. If we take a look at the liquidation map on Bitcoin, we can see that we have a lot more money to the downside for the market maker to grab. People have been going long thinking that this was the bottom and that we're gonna have a Santa rally. However, I do not expect higher moves. If we break 18.3, then I expect a move to 20k. But it looks like the market maker needs to grab the liquidity to the downside and liquidate the longs that have been coming the last couple of days, we do have a little bit of a cluster at 19k, but there's more money to the downside for the market maker to grab, and I think they are pretty tempted to short-term gains in their pockets, and currently there's more money to the downside, so it's more probable that we will move to the downside in the coming week. Let's take a look at what we can expect from Chainlink this week. We see that we do follow the market maker structure as well. We can see that we had spikes to the upside and that we possibly are in a double top formation. Break 7.181, and we are off to the downside, in my opinion, because we do have some volume candles which hasn't been filled to the downside. We have one at 7.05, and we do also have a big volume candle that hasn't been filled to the downside at 6.9 down to 6.7. And if we move even lower and we have quite a volatile week, then we will move to possibly even 6.2, or in worst case to 5.6, or in worst case, if you're short, it's a great case. Nevertheless, we do have a lot of volume candles that hasn't been filled to the upside, and that is quite interesting. If Bitcoin holds this level which is at right now, I do think we might have a possible run to the upside to invalidate this market maker structure and grab the volatility to the upside at $9, because they've been teasing this area for a while and haven't grabbed the money to the upside, and I think they might do that if Bitcoin holds, and the whales are gonna turn into Chainlink to grab and fill these orders to the upside, and then they might reverse price to the downside. But however, that's something I'm looking at. If we break $8, then I might possibly scalp up to $9, and for my shorts here in this area, because I think there's a lot of money to the downside as well. That's it for Chainlink. Breaks $7.2 or $7.1, you could go short. If we break this high at 7.8, I think you might scalp to the upside or build some shorts if you are a kind of swing trader. If you're a scalper, I think you might hit a long up to $9. So my final thoughts of today's market update and day trading analysis is that we might have completed the market maker structure for Bitcoin, and that you need to watch out for the double top formation on the 1 hour time frame. And I've given you the targets. If we form the double top structure, you could place a short, and I think we could recover some of the volume candles which are present to the downside. If we continue higher, then the structure is invalidated. And if you're even technical, then I'm showing you, I'm keeping it pretty basic so that you can understand on this channel. But look at the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that it's been resistance for a while for Bitcoin, and we are currently seeing that it's a resistance in the 17.4k area, which the 800 EMA is residing at right now. So take a look at that for the last couple of months actually, and see how Bitcoin has reacted around the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. And also we do have massive liquidation cluster to the downside, and we have been seeing a lot of longs coming in thinking that this was the bottom, and they go long and hoping that Bitcoin goes all the way to 100k. That's usually the wrong case, and we might potentially move down, and the market maker will liquidate a lot of people to the downside. However, none of this is financial advice on this channel. We do this for educational and entertaining purposes only. And my third and final point is that we need to talk about the Santa rally. A lot of people is talking about it in the stock market, in the forex market, and in the crypto market as well. My take on it is that, yeah, possibly, but however, this isn't bullish for crypto in coming into the next year. I think that we might see a rally to the upside after the FOMC meeting, and after that, going into the next year, I think we will see prices turning to the downside for Bitcoin, crypto, and for the stock market as well, because the recession is pretty strong, and the US hasn't declared their economic situation to a recession yet. The Fed is waiting for a lot more confirmations. However, in Europe, in Britain, and in Germany, their central banks have already declared the economic situations as a recession. So that's my take on the Santa rally. You do want to look at the volume candles and how we form these market maker structures. The rallies will be quick, and however, I have a negative outlook going into the Q1 next year. However, I'm gonna be here for you, and I'm gonna day trade every single week with you and give my take on this channel. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. Remember that it's free to like and subscribe our videos. Until then, see you next time. Big Boss out.